This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Amber Betts.
Hello there, this is Amber Betts with the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver, and today we're really excited to be here with Dr. Courtney of Your Pelvic Health. Hi, Dr. Courtney. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me, Amber.
Yeah, so tell us about the clinic and what you guys offer, what you do, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So my business partner, Annie, and I started this practice together several years ago. I manage the women's health side and she manages the pediatric side. So we treat pelvic health. So everyone has a pelvic floor. And so we just specialize in working with women and children. So thinking on the pediatric side of things like bedwetting, constipation, potty training difficulties. And on the women's health side, any issues with bladder and bowel control or pelvic pain. A lot of times these things come up with pregnancy and postpartum. So we definitely specialize in fertility and prenatal and postpartum care. But we're a team of 3 therapists and a wonderful front desk staff. And then we also have other people that work with us who are birth doulas or postpartum doulas and also personal trainers. So we have a team of about 10 of us who serve women and children.
Amazing. So tell us a little bit about how you got started, your background, your history.
Yeah. So Annie and I are both occupational therapists. And so when we think about pelvic floor therapy, a lot of times we hear physical therapy, but OTs and PTs can practice in pelvic health. And I personally got my start at a birth center. So I, as part of my doctorate education, I spent an internship at a birth center in Virginia. And as a lot of people who work in the birth world know, I got kind of sucked into the birth space. And so I did my doula certification there and also started specializing in pelvic floor therapy for prenatal and postpartum women. And since then, moving to Denver, we just felt like there was this gap in services, especially with serving women and children and in pelvic health. And we say, our business is named Own Your Pelvic Health, and the OWN stands for Optimal Wellness and Nourishment, because we feel like you can't really achieve full wellness in your life unless you also have pelvic wellness. So that's kind of where our focus lies.
Fascinating. So tell the listeners, do you have any news, specials, updates, anything that's happening right now?
Yeah, so we try to offer free workshops for the community, free support groups every now and then.
Okay.
So Annie actually just had one for kiddos at the Den on Zuni Street last week, and we do workshops there every now and then. I have a free support group weekly for anyone experiencing prolapse. We also have a 4th support group, which is anyone in the 4th trimester. So thinking that immediate 3 months after having a baby, we have a community of group people that attend that group. And then we also teach childbirth education. So next childbirth ed class starts in 2 weeks. We offer that monthly. And then we'll be at Fall Fest on Tennyson Street this coming Saturday. We're part of the Tennyson Business Association, and we always attend those events. So we'll be out there on Saturday.
Great. So you kind of covered what my next question was, but how do you get involved in the community? Obviously, offering these workshops is really great, and you mentioned the Tennyson group. What else? Anything else to add to that?
Yes, now that you mention it, there's another workshop next weekend with Uncommon Practice Pilates. They're one of our favorite Pilates studios on 38th. We have a workshop with them next weekend, and we tend to do that quarterly as well, just kind of a combination of pelvic health education and Pilates to help everyone understand kind of what's going on with their pelvic floor and core and what they can do to alleviate symptoms. But yeah, we tend to do workshops pretty regularly, and anything that Tennyson has going on, we tend to be there.
Love it. So tell the listeners, I'm sure you stay pretty busy, it sounds like, but what do we do outside of work? What do we do for fun?
I love to be outside, everything that Colorado has to offer. I'm a big skier in the winter, hiker in the summer. I love to bake as well. And I do spend a lot of time at the clinic and doing research as well. So Work is fun too.
All right. So that kind of wraps it up. Dr. Courtney, tell the listeners all the ways to reach you, your location, website, phone number, socials, that kind of stuff.
We are located on 38th and Xavier. We also have a parking lot if people are coming to visit. It's a nice spot. You can reach our website is just www.ownyourpelvichealth.com. Our Instagram handle is the same, just Own Your Pelvic Health. And phone number is 720-509-9154. And anyone that's interested in attending a workshop or booking a session with us can reach out that phone number or through a form on our website and can get in touch with our client care coordinators to answer any questions.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Courtney.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good rest of your day, and thanks to the listeners out there.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com or call 720-295-9588.